it's not what it seems to be. Like how people perceive luck, that's not how it actually is. So I'm going to like break it down into a very simple format, like formula that people can understand. The truth is, the word lucky is probably defined in a way that in like something unexpected, it happened, something you didn't plan for, like it happened to you and it's actually good. But if you see luck as being everything to you happens, and it's actually a result to you happens, and it's actually a result of your actions. So okay, life life is your entire time is already determined. Everything that happens to you has already been written down already. You are just experiencing it because of your actions. Like let me say it this way: if about everything, what you eat, what you wear, what you say, your thoughts, everything has already been written down. Every variable has been already calculated, scripted down already. So you are just living according to a script. But you won't feel it because one, you think you have a will of your own. Yes, you have a will to choose the path that you want, which is logical and it's fundamental. You can do whatever the fuck you can do whatever you want. That's the main power that human beings have. But what you don't know is your actions driven by your will is already a predetermined and scripted down. So what you do today, what you say today, what you will think today has already been written down with all that could have happened. No, like the end of it all is already known. So uh, it's like whether you be a footballer, whether you be a musician, whether you be like there are multiple paths, multiple millions, like there are infinite paths to an end. Each of it has an end. Like each of it is connected to another. Like, they are intertwined, and every action triggers a reaction in a way that it changes path. Like if you take a train for instance, to move from one track to the other, something has to shift. So your actions are actually your navigator and the steer that moves you towards a certain direction on a certain path to a determined end. That's why I think in a certain video, like Luke Bema was explaining something like to actually plan on establishing a business, you need to have the end in mind. That's why people set goals. You set goals like, oh, I want to be a millionaire, like I want to have 100 million in 10 years. That's the goal. That's the destination that you want to be. Your destination. But how to get there will be determined by your will, your actions, and all other things that are out of your control. So you act on on what you want, like your actions moves you towards what you want. Like your will is your navigator, your steer, your vehicle, everything is up to you. I'm ranting a bit, you know. So if all parts are determined, every action triggers and shifts lanes Why do people always want to be lucky? You don't need to be lucky. They only call it luck when your path aligns with a predetermined script. So the path that you took aligned with a predetermined script with a defined end. So it was supposed to happen, and for it to happen, you need to move in a certain direction. That's why, like, they say, when preparation meets opportunity equals to success, or whatever they call it, which is probably luck. They say, oh, he got lucky, bro. Let me explain this to you. I heard of crypto the year 2017 when I was in high school, like SHS senior high school in Ghana here. That's what we call it. I never got into crypto. Like I knew there was something called crypto. I did a research on it. Like I looked into what it was, but I never did anything. I just watched it and moved away. Like forgot about it. If I took action back then, maybe today I will be a different person. Like the outcome now, where I'll be now, will be different from the what I am in now. Like my current situation will be different from what the outcome. Okay, so my current situation will be different from compared to if I focused on crypto, bought tokens around that time. Maybe I'll be somewhere else. Maybe I'll have a couple six figures in my account. But no, I didn't do anything about it. I just forget about it. Moved on fast forward 2022. I tried to buy my first token and got wrecked. Like Coinbase was, from my research, like shallow research that I did. Coinbase was the most ideal platform to buy it, and I didn't, I did not have access. Like, okay, I had the access to it. I had a card. I linked everything to it. I tried to make a purchase and it got bounced. I tried several times and the results were not that good. Like, it was like I was being blocked to make a transaction. I didn't understand why, so I just left it. But here's the thing: my actions back then, if I focused on it, maybe I'll be at a different situation, a different environment, a different location by now. So, in my to me, there is no such thing as luck. You don't get lucky. What people call or what others refer to as luck is a result of your actions aligning with a predetermined script. And you hear me saying script, like then who wrote the script? Well, I don't know what you believe in or who you believe in, whomever you think is the creator of this world, or whether there is such a being as God to you based on your belief. But I want to believe that this whole world, like the entire galaxy, the universe, everything that's in it, was made by someone else, a being whom I call the creator, whatever you call it. The names we call him, the creator, the one who made all this, doesn't actually matter most of the times. Our perception or how we perceive him to be doesn't matter to him that much. Like you cannot change uh, the model, like the aerodynamic of a car, because you see it to be ugly. No, you can't do that. So let's take him to be who he is. Doesn't matter what we say. what we think about him or how we perceive him to be. That's why he told Moses in the scriptures that I am that I am, because our our thoughts, our actions, or whatever, how we perceive, how we see things, doesn't actually matter to him that much. So the script that I speak of is written by God, or the creator of the universe, the creator of man, the giver of life, the essence of life, and the origin of all things that is in this world. So he's the creator, he's the supreme being, he's whatever you want to call him, the Elohim, the Allah, Jah, as some people will call him, Jehovah, Yahweh, whatever you call him doesn't really matter. But all you need to know is that there is a higher being, a being of higher intelligence, who made all things and who wrote the very script for your life. Let me also add this thing. If you think your life isn't scripted, then prophecies wouldn't be true. Everything in this world has already been scripted down. That's why prophecies work. You go to someone and you want to know your future. A prophet prophesy not because they say what they don't know. They say what actually is supposed to happen if certain actions have okay. Like if a certain action triggers a reaction, the outcome is already determined. So prophets see uh, a fragment, let's see, a preview of an end, like a result, and they tell you exactly what's going to happen within a time frame. Like, okay, within 10 to 5 years time, or within 10 years, you have this amount. Like you have 10K in your bank account. You be somewhere, you give birth to twins or whatever, or you'll be healed. You will see again maybe in 10 years time. You'll be the richest man in the world in 5 years time. The prophets sometimes, the true prophets actually, say, speak, prophesy based on a script that he has seen. So the end is already known. He knows, like how should I put it? He or she, a prophet or prophetess, gained access to a fragment or a portion of the script that he delivers to the individual whom it's about, whom's script it is. Let's say, let's take okay. So the main the most original one that you can use is the birth of the Savior Jesus Christ. Like the prophecy came way before he was born. How exactly he's gonna live his life, where he will be, what will happen to him was already known. So that's supposed to tell you that everything is a script. Whatever you do is a script. Your actions have already been determined. Most of the times, people will say, destiny. Destiny, in a way, is derived. The word destiny is derived from the word destination. So it's like an end, a place to be, and there is a path to it. But there are different lanes that might lead to the same end. But your actions will determine whether you go south before you end in west, or whether you go north then end in the east. Like your whole life is already scripted. Human beings, your entire life is already scripted. Your actions determines the path which will lead you to an end already determined. That's it. That's it. Prophecies are preview of a determined end. Dreams, I mean dreams, not those goals that you write down. Like dreams those that comes to you during your sleep, those are the dreams, are a preview of to come, what is yet to come to pass. Okay, what has yet to come to pass. So what is yet to manifest at a certain period is being shown to you. That's dreams. Visions are the same thing. You see things that have to happen. They have to. They have to happen. That visions have and ought to happen. You see what ought to happen. Okay, so let's put that way. You see what ought to happen, or what has already happened, but yet to manifest. So when people pray, like you see someone dying and you pray, what you are doing is actually trying to edit the script, which is already determined. I think okay, prayer in a way, whether answered or not, is actually not determined most of the times, or determined. Let's say you see you dream of an accident happening to someone, and you pray on their behalf. You are actually interceding for that individual by asking a high authority, or the one who has the power to edit a portion of the script in order to change the outcome. All right. So you actually shifting lanes, a time frame. Reading it's like editing a video. You cut out the portions that you do not want there and you throw them away, and it continues that way. So that's actually what it is. Prayer is actually a request for a script to be edited, like praying for success, praying to be healed, miracles, or as a result of prayer, alters the script of a human's life. You're like, you pray to God, you are literally editing your life script. So that's what it is. It is what it is. Whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. Whether you think your life is in your control and you can defy fate, that's the most silly thing. No one defies fate. Like, I don't think there is such thing as defying fate. Your actions are already predetermined, bro. Everything that you will do today, tomorrow, 10 years after, every little thing, every variable, every action, every reaction has already been determined. Every reflex, all reflexes are already determined. The actions you take today, the things you say today, even what I'm doing right now has already been predetermined. Like, I had to choose whether to say it or not. But whether I say it or not, it was already written down. So whether you do it or not, it was already there, and you chose not to act according to it, or chose not to align with it. That's why you didn't get a certain outcome. So I chose to act. What I'm saying is already determined. The starter, the rounds that I'm doing is already determined. Reality can't be altered by actions and thoughts to align with the predetermined script. So that's what I have to share today. That's 21 minutes plus of me ranting, talking non-stop. Most of it is shit. as someone would say, no one is going to watch this anyway. But whoever watch this probably will learn something from it, and yeah, it will benefit you in a way. Whatever. I'm currently at the shop that I'm working right now. So and I've been. So yeah, I'll say it again. Where I'm now, my actions led me here, and I'm saying this because I actually, from time to time, have this preview of the scripts that I'm living on. Like when I pray for a change, most of the times I'll dream of certain changes, and it's come to pass. It always happens. I always experience it, and I recall that, oh, this was supposed to happen. This has already happened. I'm just reliving a script, like a determined life. So don't stress too much about what happens now, what happens today. Worry more about your next action. What should I do? What will I do today? That's what actually aligns you with a good path that will lead you to success. So success, or whatever you call it, success is already determined, but only your actions will direct you. Only your actions, driven by a pure will, like a true, unyielding, persistent will lead you on the right path. That's it. I might be sharing these things with you, and I might be walking some, drifting around doing nothing. It might be a very good advice for some people, and it can change the life of others. So yeah, don't judge me for who I am. Just take what I said, try to understand it, think about it. If it works, if it is true, take it for what it is. If it is not, forget about it. I'm not here to stress anyone. Anyway, 25 minutes and that's it. Goodbye.